Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this morning I'm at a location in the Cairngorm Mountains. I was here yesterday with the Stirling District Camera Club, and the difference a day makes. It was pouring with rain all day yesterday. We've had heavy snow overnight and it's absolutely transformed the scenery. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to walk down. There's a river and a bridge at the bottom of this woodland path, and I'm going to look around the area to see if there's any compositions, because yesterday it looked nice, but today in the snow it might be some completely different. So follow me this morning and let's see where the journey takes us. So I'm just steadily making my way down the track, because yesterday I remember quite a lot of deep steps, so with the snow obviously it covers everything, so I'm just being a wee bit extra careful, because I'm the only one that's here at the moment, because I have a whole bunch of virgin snow in front of me and not a footprint in sight. But what I'll do is I'll turn round and you can start to see the beautiful landscape behind me, and there's a big huge dark cloud in front of me, but if we're lucky we'll get time and we'll get some really nice images. So let's keep walking and I'll catch up when we get back to the bridge. So I'm just filming this area so you can see how beautiful it is, especially in the snow. It's absolutely stunning. So there's a staircase in front of me here, so I'm going to turn the camera off so I can navigate my way down safely. Well, the difference a day makes for sure. This was all wet and it was pouring with rain yesterday, and the snow's just started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk on top of the bridge first, and I'm going to get some high level shots from the bridge. If I turn round you'll get to see the scenery. It's absolutely glorious this morning. But what I'll do is let me get a couple of shots in, because that snow's starting to get quite heavy. So we'll catch up once I've set up my camera. Alright, so there's a fair wee snowstorm happening quickly, so I'm just going to get a wide view of the scene here. So I've got the river coming down through the bottom left hand side of my viewer. I've got f11 ISO 100 and 1/4 of a second shutter speed, because the sky in front of me is totally wiped out with snow. So what I'll do now is I'm going to do a panorama, and I'm going to turn the camera around in portrait mode, and I'll take 5 or 6 shots. I'll stitch them together and I'll show you that panoramic image now. Just turned the camera on so that the lens is facing away from the snow, but it lets you see how beautiful this is. But it's changed in the last 10 minutes. It's changed so dramatically, because it was really clear as I was walking down. Now we're in the middle of a blizzard. Alright, so I've moved to the other side of the bridge because the snow's coming behind me, and I'm trying to protect the lens and the small camera from getting full of snow, because I'll be forever wiping it. So I'm going to take a shot of this tree on the left hand side with the river snaking past it on the right, and it looks quite nice because there's quite a lot of nice rocks and boulders that have got snow on them. So, and then with all this heavy snow it might make a good image. But I'm going to turn that camera off and put the cover over, because it's going to be covered in snow soon. So we've got company. Alan's came down. So Alan's my friend, but Alan's also a member of Stirling Camera Club. I don't know if the snow's going to beat us, but we'll soon see. We'll keep taking shots, we'll keep working our way around, and Alan will have a camera in his pocket somewhere, so he's a sensible one with no heavy kit. And what I'll do is I'll show you these images now that I'm taking of the river. Come under the bridge to see if there's any shelter, but that was a waste of time. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to take a few shots of the trees. I'm in the river, so I'll put what I'll try and do is take some shots without the polarizer, and then I might put my polarizer on. And then what I'll do is I'll take various shots of the river, the boulders, the rocks all covered in snow, different perspectives of the trees. And I might take a shot of underneath the bridge, and I'll share all that with you. I'm kind of hoping that the snow lets off a little bit, because I'm shooting this way all the time just now because the snow is coming behind me, and as soon as I turn around it's going to go straight into the lens. So I'll take a few shots here and then I'll show you these images, and then if I move to a different location then I'll share that with you as well. So I'm just walking down a path at the moment. The snow's eased off a wee bit, and I'll just try to see if I can get a different shot of the river. But I'm in the middle of the woods and it's Scots pine. Wait to see this, it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And then behind me as well. So I'll keep walking. I'm just trying to get to the edge of the river, and I was kind of hoping that if the snow let up a wee bit I could get my polarizers on to kind of slow down the water, but up to now there's been so much snow I won't be able to use the polarizers just now. So let's catch back when we get to the river. The snow's eased off for a wee while, and now I hope that little flutter is just getting blown from the trees because of the winds. What I've spotted here is a little waterfall, and it's coming round in an S-bend, but it's framed by all the heather that's covered in snow and some of the tree branches with snow in it. So it looks quite nice. I was going to try and climb down to the bottom, but because I can't see through the snow I'm not going to take the risk because I don't know this area at all. So I'll be safe, I'll stay up here. So what I've done is I've focused into the centre of the image. I've got f11 ISO 100 and 10 seconds because I want to get I want the water to be frozen so it's nice and smooth, and when you slow the shutter down that's the effect you get to smooth the water down. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to tilt the camera down just so I can get more of the waterfall and frame the waterfall itself. So I'll just check my focus, take the shot, and that could be quite a nice image. So I'll share those images with you just now. As I'm standing here I'm looking round, I mean the texture of the bark of these Scots pines is pretty amazing. Because on this side it's all dry, this side it's all covered in snow, but the river going down the way looks really nice as well. So what I'll try and do is get a position that's safe, that I can try and take a photograph of the river going down. So I found there's a wee ledge behind this tree, so I'm just going to take my time because I want to get a shot of this river. So what I'll do is I'm just going to take a quick shot and let's see what we get here. What I'm trying to do is get the water coming down from the bottom left hand side. Alright, so focus, let's see what we get. I've now got 1/8 of a second, but I've got multiple exposures as well just because of the snow and the brightness of the snow. I could probably start using my polarizer now actually, because it looks like the snow's stopped for a second. Right, so I'm going to do a portrait shot. Well, that's actually quite nice. So I'm going to do a portrait shot here. I don't need to change my focus because the camera hasn't changed its focal distance, or I haven't moved it. So let me just double check that image and see if we've got something nice. Oh yeah. Well, I'm walking deeper and deeper into the woods. At the end of this path I can see a bridge, an old wooden bridge. So I'll go and have a wee nosy and see what's there and see if there's anything worth taking a photograph of. Failing that, I'll head back the way I came because it's easy in the snow because of your footprints. Well, hopefully the snow has covered them. And I'll see if there's any images here. So I found a little bridge I mentioned earlier, and I just thought I'd stop here. I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to enjoy the moment because this is absolutely beautiful, and I know it's not going to last because I know the next snowstorm is going to come. However, this is all virgin snow. It's not got, nothing has walked through it. So what I'm going to do is, there's an old tree there on the right hand side. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of sun as well, that'd be nice. And that old tree's got snow on the side, but it really adds to the scene. And then there's that small track that walks and leads you away from the bridge. So what I'll do is, I'm going to take a couple of shots of the bridge, a couple of shots where I'll turn the camera over into portrait mode and I'll get all the heather in the foreground, and hopefully that will give us that leading line all the way through using that old path. And if I can incorporate in the old tree, then I'll do that, because the texture on that old tree, I know it's dead, but the texture on it's really, really nice. And as I'm talking to camera, when I look back into the forest, there's a lone fir tree on its own. So once I've taken the shots here, if I move over onto the bridge, there's a good chance I can get a shot back up to the forest. So I'll crack on and take these shots, and I'll share those images with you. Well, I've hiked back up the forest trail in the hope that by the time I got back to the bridge I could get photographs of the waterfalls. But as luck would have it, the snow started and it started to get really, really heavy. So what I'll do is I'll take 2 or 3 more shots around this area. I'll share those images with you. And I'm just going to turn this camera off because the snow's getting really, really heavy now. I'll just turn around so you can see what I can see. And then the background behind me. And then the view further down the river. So, absolutely beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a better morning. Well, I could have asked for the snow to stop, but hey ho, that's God's gift. So, I'm going to start focusing and taking photos, and I'll share them in a second. Okay, I think we'll end the video here. The blizzard's got the better of me. I've taken a number of shots on the way back. Although the snow's that heavy, I don't think facing the bridge will work out that well, but well, you never know. I'll give it a try and see what we get. But I'll end the video here. Thanks very much for watching. I hope we've got images that we can share. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, you know it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that'll let you know the next time I post a video. So thank you from a beautiful blizzard in Aviemore, and here's to the next video.